All right. Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right, Libras. Actually, we're going to go this deck. Let's take a look at what's crossing the bridge. You notice, sorry, there we go. The bridge is behind me. And I wanted to take a look because that really stands out to me in this backdrop. We have the Strength card and the Star. So, first off, I don't know, the double S's are really standing out to me. Steven, Stephanie, like, I. I don't even know why, but like Strathos or some other interesting name. Not, I don't even know if that's a name, but just the ST and TH sound is in my head right now. So also Theo of all things, but um, I don't usually get names. But with the Star and the Strength card, we've got Leo and we've got Aquarius. Got the energy of someone who's got the courage to either travel a great distance, go off and do something really wonderful. This could be the bridge to Libra's next chapter of life. This doesn't have to be about romance. It could be, but we don't know just yet. Okay. I know I sound like a broken record, but I have never seen more Two of Cups come out in the span of the last week and a half week uh, than I've ever seen ever. It doesn't matter what deck, it doesn't matter what video, it doesn't matter what zodiac. Every single one has a Two of Cups vibe to it, um, or literally a card coming out. So with the Two of Cups, now I'm like, oh, it doesn't have to be about love. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. This could be the mind meld bridge, though, because this can represent there's great distance, but there's also two people could be helping each other even at a great distance. You know, the Strength card is oftentimes the strength of a bond, right? And she calms down the lion and pets his furry fur and gives him nice meat to eat, and he protects her ferociously. Like there's a symbiotic relationship. This Star card is a wish fulfillment. It can be healing energy that they're transmitting to each other. It really feels like, I got your back. I got you, babe, kind of energy. Is that Sunny and Cher? I got you, babe. Um, they are only having this connection, at least right now, in the 5D. This almost feels like could be a newer love story where two people think a lot about each other. They could be, when I say people are at a distance, it doesn't have to be a big physical distance. It could be two people who work in the same office and there's office politics going on. And even from across a room, the one can look over at the other and like send each other support, because it's like, oh, we all know that you're getting called into the office for some BS. Trust me, don't let it get under your skin. It could be like two people that are just in a mind meld right now. Their brains have bridged that gap and they're both sending each other support, temperance, and they feel better even if circumstances are difficult. And I don't know, there's nothing here that says that circumstances are difficult, but if the strength of the bond is increasing between their minds and it's giving each other calm and peace and support, I'm just saying that there's a reason that that's happening. I saw a rainbow this morning, early this morning, on a very cloudy, rainy day when I was walking my Aries first thing. There's teapots on that temperance card also. So there's a lot of truth here. It's like you make me feel better. You notice that we are rocking now 3 out of 4 major arcana. Make that 4 out of 5. And then the other is that Two of Cups. So this is all big, big, big energy. We've got the Devil card sideways. So by the way, we did have Sag and now we have Capricorn that we got to add into this. We got this little Two of Cups sandwich going on, right? Because we got 2 cards on either side of the Two of Cups. Really, really good cards, giving support and strength, giving peace in the face of what could be very frustrating or even scary moments. So these two have a lot of love to give to each other, a lot of support to give to each other. But that Devil card says that there's tension, but I don't feel like the tension is between the two of them. I feel like maybe one, we'll say half of the equation, the divine masculine or the feminine, maybe one or the other feels the other one's tension. And it's like, I'm thinking of you. I'm astral traveling to you. I'm sending good vibes to you. I'm sending you support. You're going to be okay. You got this. Are they around each other? Hang on. We got to know that. Are they close enough to each other? Sorry, I got to get the deck that my hands want. Are they close enough to each other to actually interact or to know what's going on with the other one, or are they just sensing it? Ace of Pentacles death card. There's silence because we got a cricket up here. This could be semi-new that these two characters are like, something's just shifted for one or the other. And it's like, I feel something. What is that? I mean, I haven't talked to them, but something is going on in their life. One of the two of them could have had some fearful moments. They could have lost something, lost a job, lost something in their life. But this is a time for a rebirth. But the other person is like picking up on it. I feel your distress. I send you love. Okay, but why are they not in communication? The Hierophant. The universe is like, wahaha. What do you mean they're not in communication? They're in communication in the spiritual world tremendously. I mean, maybe this is one of those stories where a loved one has passed on, but they're still very much with us during our difficult moments, which is a very sweet thought, very supportive, very loving. I don't know that I would go that route on it, but that is one interpretation that popped in my head. I always try to make sure that I honor whatever pops into my head for the possible side threads. To me, it's a weaker side thread, like a 5% of, thought process for me. The stronger process is that what we're actually seeing is the more these two are going through changes, like maybe this change was necessary for one of them, even if it's an upsetting loss, what they could be getting themselves out of is something very difficult, something very toxic. Maybe these two haven't been talking because one of them was still trapped in, let's say, a toxic marriage, a toxic connection. Well, not trapped. Let's put it this way. Maybe one of them was remaining in a toxic situation and that is ending. And the other twin is picking up on it. Like, I can feel an ending, because this says what you're feeling up above in the ether could start to, like, these two are thinking heavily about each other right now because the time for 3D union is coming. That's the way I would probably look at this. That's the stronger line for me to follow. Tell me just about the Devil. Wow, we got the Two of Swords, and instead of being stuck, it's the energy of cutting oneself free, right? This Two of Swords has scissors. There's the agent to help us cut an energetic tie. This could be, sign in divorce papers. We have Eight of Pentacles. This is letting go of the money, cutting the purse strings. Seven of Swords, though. Here's the one part. That Devil card is sideways, and this says it's over. I know it's over, but that's not really true. I can't figure out just yet, is it that they are cutting ties with one other situation, but they're like, yeah, but I just know that even if I legally cut ties with somebody, even if I legally just have to now pay them whatever alimony or pay whatever I need to, maybe this is a business contract, and it's like, this was a toxic thing. It was owning my life, but finally I'm going to be done and free. It's just a matter of paying the legal payouts, whatever the courts decide, and then I'll be free. But there's this worry of like, will I ever really be free of this? And they might be thinking it's not possible. Maybe that's why the other twin is like sending support right now, saying, stay strong, get through this. You're handling everything the way you should. I feel there's a change happening in your life. I feel that you're actually about to get much freer, but you need to quit thinking about negatives and only think about, this is your break for freedom. This is the beginning of the next chapter of your life. This is positive. Don't think that somehow you're going to get sucked back in and you'll never really be free. I don't know why. Why is somebody so kind of like insisting in their head, even if I do this, I'll probably never be out from under it? Seven of Cups. It's the unknown. It's like, could I really be about to be free of something? Can I see what this was? Was it a business relationship? Was it a debt? Was it, oh, wow, Three of Swords. They might have been with a very toxic individual. This could have been a family member. This could have been someone who used coercion, somebody who used lies, deception, deceit to more or less wreck this person's life. They could have had an ex that was exceptionally toxic, that was always finding a way where it's like, hey, you can leave, we can break up, but if you do, I'll make sure you never work in this town again. I'll slander your name. This is somebody who does dirty, not okay. But here's the thing. This already feels like they're finally able to sever this connection because it was more about the money. As long as they get the money, I'm finally going to be done with them. But will I ever really be free of somebody that plays this many games and that would stab me in the back like this? I can see where, I don't know if this is the masculine or the feminine who was with a very toxic person, but we can see why they're almost in disbelief that they'll ever genuinely be free of this. But the other twin, which I think is probably Libra, is sending out the vibes of like, hey, I can feel something's changing for you, and I can feel the positivity around this. Why are you freaking out? I don't know. I'm picking up on a vibe from you, even though we haven't spoken. I know something's different. I feel like there's a real lightheartedness for Libra, and it's because Libra is picking up on changes that were so necessary for someone that they cared about. And that person that they care about is still stressing hard about, like, I almost am free of this, but what if I get sucked back in? And this is like Libra's energy going, I'm only intuitively sensing that I need to send you a burst of courage, support, and strength. I feel more peaceful. So I know that this is good. Whatever's going on, there's change happening that's positive. And if it's not happening in my life, it's because I'm picking up on it happening in yours. So let me send you good thought vibes here. Is this person picking up the thought vibes? Are they getting the support that Libra is sending out? Knight of Wands. Yeah. Despite the fact that they still have worries, they are either struggling to hold themselves back from like racing in toward Libra and like following their passion, or maybe they're about to anyway, even if it's just to like, I got to talk to you all of a sudden. I mean, Libra could get a very random call at a very random time. This seems early morning to me. It's very kind of like harsh lighting. It could be a 5 a.m., 6 a.m. sudden, reach out. I just need to tell you that I love you. It could be something like that just is a sudden burst of, I can't talk yet. I can't, come towards you yet, but I have to tell you how I feel about you, kind of thing. Ace of Swords. I think Libra's about to get a message from this person that is a big explanation about, I'm not out of the woods yet, but I'm almost done with a chapter of my life, and I needed to tell you. I felt like I just needed to tell you. Is this a love story then that I feel like there's a lot that's known between these two, but not genuinely communicated in this storyline is what it looks like. So let me ask this. Will this even be a surprise to Libra? The fact that they're about to like prematurely rush in and say something? Not at all. It's not a surprise at all, because we have the Three of Pentacles, and right here we have the Four of Pentacles. Libra knew all along why they were being held back or holding back. This is, and I don't read for genders, but I'm going to say bridezilla because we have a bridezilla, right? She's like 75 feet tall, all super greedy, dangling this little dude by the bank. If this was their karmic ex, it doesn't have to have been a woman. It could have been a masculine. This could always be same-sex couples. So just bear that in mind. But someone who they were with was making sure that they were financially punished to the extent, probably with other coercion as well. It wasn't just about money. It could have been, like I said, the devil is very toxic. The Three of Swords in the back, very painful. They go after a lot more than money. Libra knew this. Libra knew that something about their situation. Libra knew that it was going to take them a lot of time to be able to extricate themselves, and then it would take a long time before they could start the next chapter of life. But somehow it's like the bridge that Libra and this person had formed, that energetic bridge, even with no communication, even though this person was not really in Libra's life, Libra was like, yeah, but I still feel them, and I still know that there's something here. I just know that they can't be in my life right now. This is like someday, if they're ever free of that, when they're ever free of that, I already know that we have a bond, but it's not possible unless they're free of that. But it's not a shocker. Page of Swords, I do feel like Libra has spied on this person. Please don't shoot the messenger. This is just I can only go with the cards that pop out for these fictional stories. And I try really hard to honor exactly what comes out, even if it's, whatever. If people don't like the story, I can't help that. This says that Libra kept tabs on them a bit, even maybe wrote letters that they didn't send, even, or maybe once in a while did send something, never, not necessarily knowing if they got it. But this is more like a little bit of, I'm not saying that obsessively or anything, but this says Libra couldn't help it. Once in a while, they might have checked their social media. Once in a while, they peered into their life to whatever extent they could. And it was almost like, I can't help it. It's there's that Two of Cups again. I can't help it. I feel their energy sometimes. And then it makes me wake up in the wee hours of the night and look them up online. It just comes and goes. Well, maybe it's because it's been the times where this person has really been focusing on Libra as well. You notice that there's one character pouring their cup of their head into the other one's head, and then that propels the other one to reach up and hold their heart gently in their hands. It feels like there has been so much nonverbal communication between these two hearts that it was definitely impossible for them to be together properly, at least up until now. But it seems like it's like two people who've loved each other despite the fact that they haven't been able to come into a union until at this point in time. This is what's heading on in, which is, I sound like a broken record because I keep getting these messages out of so many decks. So many different storylines are reflecting the same repetitious message lately. We've got the Eight of Cups. We got the Ace of Cups. It's, of course, all characters always have freedom to choose. What they will have to do is literally, when they're wrapping up this cycle, this chapter, they're the ones who have to take the action to bring in their cup of love to Libra. The only question is, how swiftly will they do that? Because they may need 8 days to catch their breath before they come in, so they don't just, when this other chapter of their life is closed out, they may prematurely come in to tell Libra, this is what's going on. I'm almost wrapped up from this, even though I'm still scared I could get sucked back in. They may need a little decompression time to just catch their breath so that they can be like, I can finally offer something that I wanted to offer a long time ago. But it could also be, I need to make sure that I'm done with that past situation, that it can't reel me back in. This has to be, I think that this is going to be a completely cut ties with the past, and they're able to start a brand new life at long last. And they are informing Libra of that. But it's also like with this worrisome, like trepidation, like, oh God, I hope it's really happening. I hope. It almost feels like they need that touchstone of Libra to be like, it's going to work out just fine. Libra's already sending that message to them mentally, but now in this storyline, it's like they're about to reach out. And I think it's for more of that confirmation, like, okay, this is really happening now. I'm really wrapping up a cycle, a chapter, so I can start a new chapter with Libra this time. That's what we've got on this. For better or worse, I'm always wishing the healthiest and the best outcome for all of our characters. So whatever shall be if it's in their best, greatest, and highest good. All right, take care. Bye, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Bye.